everybody. Welcome to the very first episode of me, Mickey, and the music. So I'm me, obviously, Michael. Mickey, of course, is the lovable mouse known all around the world, and the music. The music is also very important. Music is important just in general, but when it comes to Disney, there's something that can be said about the music that isn't the same for nearly anyone or any other franchise. If you go back to the music from the live action films to the animated features to just the cartoons, music plays a really important role. On top of that, we'll be discussing the music because I actually am a musician. I compose music, I play music. The theme song actually I did for this as well. That's what you just heard previously, intro into this video. Anyway, so this being the first episode, I kind of figured that we would just have a little bit of introductory time because I don't know you, you don't know me, etc. So again, I'm me, Michael. The long and short of it, Disney has usually pretty much been a really important part of my life, off and on. And I say off and on because sometimes you lose things and find things. As a child growing up, we went to the Disney movies and watched the Disney cartoons. Went to Disney World one time when I was about 8 or 9, maybe 10. Barely remember it, to be honest. I remember the good parts and it was fun, but it was a long time ago. I'm old. Anyway, so Disney kind of fell off once you become a teen, for me at least, when I became a teenager, and it was more, adult, teenagery type things. Fast forward to 2013, I met a very nice young lady who ended up being my wife. She's very, very, very fancy. She's actually not in this video. She's watching. She's right over there. Anyway, her name's Lesley, and she and I realized somehow, and we've kind of talked about it, can't figure out when it actually happened, but eventually at some point in our dating and then prior to us getting married, we realized that we both really are Disney freaks. So somehow, again, I don't remember, she doesn't remember how this popped up in our conversations, but we ended up taking our delayed honeymoon to Disney World. So in March of 2014, we went to Disney World. It was amazing. We stayed at the Coronado Springs Resort. Really amazing thing. We got there, first of all, and we'll go into more Disney planning and things and tips in later episodes, but we were real novices. We didn't have a clue what we were doing. We knew we had fast passes. We didn't book anything. We didn't schedule anything until we got there, and then there was nothing to be had, so it was weird, and I thought these fast passes are kind of stupid. Didn't know about how to do that 60 days out. We also had the dining plan, but we didn't know what it was or what we needed, which actually worked out really well because we ended up having leftover a little extra credit in the table service, and we got to eat at the now defunct Fulton's Crab House, which was amazing. So we got there, like I said, we didn't really have much scheduled. We just had everything booked, and we knew that we were going to be there. Walked in, went to the front desk. They said, "Are you celebrating anything?" We said, "Well, it's our honeymoon," and they upgraded us to a suite, which was awesome. So that was really good. Had a great time, and then we went back later that year with the kid and my parents. So that was in November? Yeah, November. We went in November that time, which was amazing. We stayed that time at All Star Music, which was okay. Whatever. Anyway, so we stayed at All Star Music. It was under renovation. I'm being told. Sorry, I'm getting something in my my on the set earpiece. It was under renovation at the time. It was okay. It wasn't our favorite, but we stayed there. Then we went back in October of 2015, and this time we stayed at Caribbean Beach, which was awesome. We really loved it. There's only one downside, and it's just that it's huge. But other than that, that's because of walking distances and buses and things. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. That was an amazing trip. And then the wife and I went back in March and stayed at Pop Century. We'll get into that at a later date. We weren't impressed. Anyway, so That's get a little bit of background. On our first trip, we just thought we were going to have a good time, which we did. We weren't gonna. We had no idea that we thought we'd buy some souvenirs, like get a shirt, get a thing, maybe bring something back for the kid. About halfway through, so everybody knows. Well, not everybody, but everybody that's been to Disney World knows what the bags are that they give you to carry your merchandise in. About halfway through the trip, the floor of our room was littered with bags. We'd gotten so much. One of the happy weird mistakes, kind of an oops, if you will, we were actually at the Frontierland Trading Post. And I happened to look over and see this couple wearing vests covered in pins. And I kind of made fun of them and looked at the wife and said, those guys are dorks. Like, what is that? Like, who has that many pins? And then she said, well, my brother and his partner, they have some pins. And, maybe they're okay. They might be kind of cool. And I just looked over and happened to see a 5-pack mystery pack of pins. I said, well, do you want to buy just this one pack and just kind of look at them? That was a bad idea or a good idea, depending on how you want to look at it, because we now own lots and lots of pins, and we trade pins every time we go, and we even got the kid into it, so that was kind of cool. Anyway, those are the things that kind of some background history on us and Disney. Just to kind of give you an idea of what's to come in later episodes. So we'll be doing tips and tricks for planning Disney vacations. We're not travel agents, by the way, just advice. We'll be doing reviews of various resorts. We'll be doing hauls. I think I had an idea that we may recreate hauls, so to speak. So like I know pretty much what we got on our honeymoon. So we can grab some of those items and say, hey, we picked up this and this and this. And we can kind of go over some of that. We also buy using the Shop Disney Parks app, so we will be getting things off and on. Excuse me. Also, we're going to be going back in November. We're actually at like the 95, 94 day mark. So one of the things that we'll be doing, this would come out in one of the tips and tricks. 60 days out, if you're staying on property, you can schedule your fast passes, which you really need to do because they'll get eaten up. Like you just won't be able to fast pass it. If you don't know what a fast pass is, long and short of it, you have a magic band, you get up to the ride, you have a window of an hour, and you get to just walk on the ride in that, with one time in that hour. So we'll be doing things like that. We'll also be doing anything that are updates from the parks, from Disney in general, from the films, from the upcoming films like Pete's Dragon opened this weekend. We have not gone yet, but we could do a review of that, for example, many different things. So I look forward to this for the rest of the episodes. Hopefully we'll be doing about one a week or so. Ish. We don't know. We'll just play it by ear. So anyway, that was the intro. Click on the little like buttons and share and all of that. And we'll be putting this on the YouTubes, obviously, because you're going to be watching it there right now. Anyway, subscribe. Check out Lesley Michelle Loves, her vlog, if you will. I also did the theme music for that. But anyway, enough about me. TTFN.